Right, students. Today in English medium mathematics lessons, right, in this your level local syllabus. So in the graph lessons, right. So remember, students, we discuss a lot of things about graphs. Right now we have come to end of these lessons. Right. So in this part, I'll discuss very important part. Right. So be careful. Very important part in quadratic graphs. Right. So that is translation of translating of graphs, right? So in this part I'll discuss this type of graph. You can see y equal plus or minus x plus a square plus b type graph, how to translate along the y-axis, right? So that is up into your syllabus, right? Now you can remember, students, in this y equal plus or minus x plus a square type plus b type graph, right? You are now familiar with graph. This part, see, x plus a part, so that it means term inside the bracket, right? Inside the bracket, right? So that one say, remember, if this part is equal to 0, then you get what? Equation of axis of symmetry, right? So you have to form any quadratic function into this y equal plus or minus x plus a square plus b type graph, right? So then what is this b, right? So that one say, remember, if this sign is positive, that is minimum value. If this sign is negative, this one say maximum value, right? So that means it's a minimum or maximum value, right? So it's vary when this sign is positive or negative, right? Let's discuss with an example, right, students? Right, so see, this my example. I have taken y equal x plus 2 square minus 3. Now you can see here, in front of the square sign is positive. That means this graph is parabola of minima, right? So what is this one say? This one say, if you take this part, x plus 2 part, and that's a equation of axis of symmetry, right? So that means if you make x plus 2 equals 0, then you get equation of axis of symmetries, right? So here you can see x added 2, you can remove both side, subtract 2, then you get x equal negative 2, right? So this is the equation of axis of symmetry, right? Then this part negative 3, so I told that this is a parabola of minima, so that means this is the minimum value of the function, right? Just looking at the function you can get this idea, right? Let's see another example, right? So minimum value is negative 3, right? Then you can tell another one. What is? You can tell coordinate of the turning point, right? So this is axis of symmetry. Equation of axis of symmetry means this is the point it turns, right? So maximum minimum value, that is the y coordinate. So this is x coordinate negative 2, y coordinate negative 3. That is the point graph turns, right? See this example, y equal negative x minus 3 square plus 4. You can see in front of the bracket sign is negative. That means graph is, nature of the graph is parabola of maxima, right? Now we want find equation of axis of symmetry, this part, right? So that one say equation of axis of symmetry. That means take that part, x minus 3 equals 0. So that means you can remove this negative 3 by adding 3 by both sides, then you get x equal 3, right? So that is the equation of axis of symmetry. Then what happens? Plus 4, that is the maximum value, because this is a maxima, right? What is the maximum value? That is positive 4. Then you can find the coordinate of turning point. What? X is 3, y is 4. So there's x 4, 3, y 4. That is the coordinate of turning point. Understand? Right, so very important. Right, student, let's see what happen if this y equal x plus 1 square plus 2 graph translate. Right, now you can see in this square part, right, term inside the square x plus 1, this is a, that is equation of axis of symmetry. This one can take by making this one equal to 0. Right, then added number here 0, that one say minimum value. Right, minimum value. Now I translate this black color one. Right, see the graph x plus 1 square vertically up. Right, vertically up, then 1 unit upward, then function c x plus 1 square plus 1 is there. Right, added 1, then black color one. Right, I moved 2 units upward, then function x plus 1 square plus 2. Right, added 2, x plus 1 remain, then I again display this 3 units upward. Right, then function x plus 1 square plus 3 is there. Right, so that is what happened to the function. Right, then I moved 1 units downward, right, along y-axis, minus 1. Right, x plus 1 remain. Right, then I moved this black color one 2 units downward, x plus 1 remain, minus 2. Right, minus 2. Then I moved black color one 4 units down. Right, then what happened, x plus 1 square remain, minus 4. Right, so that is what happened to function when translating graph. Right, now you can see this black dotted line, that is equation of axis of symmetry, that is in this function x equal -1. Right, so that is what happened when graph is translating. Right, added or subtracted number change. Right, square part remain as same. Right, now let's see students. Right, if you not have the graph, how to write function and how to write equation of axis of symmetry and how to write the coordinate of turning point and also minimum value. Right, my first function is, students, right, let's see, this is my first function. Right, let's see. Right, x plus 1 square, now you can see the graph, students. Right, so this is the x plus 1 square graph. Right, I want equation. Now you can see in every graph equation of axis of symmetry is x equal -1, so that is not changed. Right, so I am not going to explain again that one. Right, x equal -1. Right, then coordinate of turning point, see this black color one turn on this point, at this point, so coordinate of this point. Right, you can see x coordinate is -1, y coordinate is 0. Right, that is a coordinate of turning point. What is the minimum value? This comes minimum 0. So that is a minimum value. Right, go to second function, x plus 1 square plus 1 graph. Right, so equation is same, x equal -1, coordinate of turning point, you can see this is a turning point, x -1, y is 1. Right, minimum value, that is 1. Right, third one, y equal x plus 1 square plus 2. Right, equation same, axis, then turning point, this one, x coordinate -1, y coordinate is 2. Right, minimum value is 2. Right, then third, fourth one, x plus 1 square plus 3. Right, 3 units upward, then equation of axis same, x equal -1, coordinate of turning point is x coordinate -1, y coordinate is 3. Right, then minimum value is 3. Right, then downward. Right, see this function, x square plus -1. Right, equation of axis of symmetry change, not change, then minimum value, coordinate of minimum point. Right, this one, x coordinate -1, y coordinate is also -1, minimum value, that is -1. See here. Right, next function, x plus 1 square minus 2, equation same, coordinate turning point -1x, y -2, then minimum value is -2. Right, Then what happened to last function? Minus 4, 1, 4 units down. Equation same, right? That coordinate of turning point is x coordinate negative 1, y coordinate negative 4 here. Then minimum value is negative 4, right? So that is what happened when translating graphs. Right, students, now let's see this graph, right? This is the graph of the function y equal negative x minus 3 square. I added 0 here, right? This is a function. Now you can see in the graph paper, right? I have drawn this graph, this smooth curve. So that is you can see parabola of maxima, right? Because of, you can find square term has in front of negative, right? That is parabola of maxima, right? This term inside the square, right? Term inside the square, that is say equation of axis of symmetry, right? So then added part here I put 0, right, to get idea. So that is a maximum value, right? Now move to the curve, right? Let's see, students. So this is curve negative x minus 3 square, right? Now I moved this graph vertically upward 2 units. What happened to the graph of the function? Y equal negative x minus 3 square plus 2, right? Then I moved this black color one 4 units upward. Happened to the function. What happened to the function? Y equal negative x minus 3 square plus 4, right? Now moved downwards 3 units down. Function minus 3 x minus 3 square minus 3, right? Then I moved this black color one 5 units down. Y equal minus x minus 3 square minus 5, right? You can see, right? Now this dotted line, right? Dotted line say equation of axis of symmetry, that is x equal 3, right? So in every graph you can see x minus 3 square part constant, that is not change, but subtracting value and adding value different because of translating vertically up and vertically down, right? So this is actually what happened when graph moves upward and downwards row. Now let's see, students, what happened when this curve, when the function is given, right? Now let's see function, and you can find equation of axis of symmetry, and you can find coordinate of turning point and maximum value, right? Let's see first graph, right? First graph, y equal negative x minus 3 square. So this is a curve, right? So what is the equation of axis of symmetry? You can see every graph x equal 3, every graph x equal 3, right? So you can write in every graph equation of axis of symmetry is x equal 3, right? Coordinate of turning point, this is my function, right? This black color one, this is the turning point, this is the turning point. See, what is the coordinate of this point? X coordinate 0, x coordinates 3, y coordinate is 0, right? So this is the coordinate of turning point, right? Then maximum value, so if you draw the graph, it comes maximum value is 0, right? Then move to second graph, right? Translating 2 units up, right? So you can see equation of axis of symmetry x equal 3, right? That is not change. Then coordinate of the turning point, you can see, student, x coordinate 3, y coordinate here become 2, right? So that is a coordinate of turning point, right? Then maximum value become, that is 2, right? Next function, y equal negative x minus 3 square plus 4, right? This one vertically up 4 units up. Then equation same, x equal 3, coordinate of turning point here, what are the x3 coordinate 3, y coordinate 4, right? Those are the point. Then maximum value become 4, right? Then vertically down, what happened? Y equal negative x minus 3 square minus 3, right? What are the axis? Axis of symmetry, x equal 3, not change. Then coordinate of turning point, the x coordinate 3, y coordinate negative 3, right? Maximum value it become negative 3, right? Last function, what happened? Y equal negative x minus 3 square minus 5, right? Equation of axis of symmetry is x equal 3, right? Coordinate you can see x 3, y negative 5, and mean maximum value it comes is negative 5, right? So those are the function. Right students, now coming up next video I'll discuss with exam sums, O level exam sums. What are the sums? 2019 O level graph question and also 2018 graph question. So keep in touch with Maths Globe channel, YouTube channel.